This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, a run with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the 2nd most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Second and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 36, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That's his longest run of the first quarter, and Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's something we saw a lot of last season and in previous seasons before and in seasons to come. Bobby Wagner bringing down a runner for a loss. He led the league with 159 combined tackles in 2019. He plays sideline to sideline, can also blitz well and cover receivers out of the backfield. One of the better linebackers in the league.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! We own them. We own them. Shoot, shoot.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll toss it out to Carson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. This is Carson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. On 2nd down, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go. 180. 50. I got you. I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Second and 9 from the 44. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This complete to Lockett. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. This is Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Kittle catching the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, Dorsett making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run it with Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You gotta be kidding me. Come on, baby. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the 2nd round, not the 1st round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Wilson on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They run for it with Carson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 50's the money. 50's the money.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mostert. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is born. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Tevin Coleman now in his second year with the Niners. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. 180! 15, check back 15.
Mostert. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and oh my goodness, he loses it again. will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. But that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Wilson, and Olsen over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson now off the bootleg. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. 180. Hey, pick your game up.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second down at 5.
56 to Mark, 53
from the shotgun. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So that one will be accepted. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Dorsett's got it. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Wilson out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second and 1 from the 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
Yeah, he's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Come on now.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw again is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got 1st down in field goal range already. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down and 3. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Trailing 17-10. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Check, check, block before. Let's get some penetration here.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Just a yard to go here on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.